My first question is this. The jury spent 3.5 days deliberating the more serious count, and then they spent, and they were deadlocked, sent 2 notes to the judge saying, we can't agree, which means we had at least one juror saying they thought he or she was guilty. Then this morning, they come back to deliberate on the second, less serious count. They deliberate all of 60, 90 minutes and say, boom, he's acquitted. What happened?
It was obvious that they were so frustrated with Friday's ruling because here they are 5 weeks talking about manslaughter, that Daniel Penny ignored the risks because he knew of the risks, ignored the risks, and that led to Jordan Neely's death. End of story. And then suddenly the judge says a reverse 180 degree, forget manslaughter. Now let's talk about criminal negligent homicide. So those that were willing to convict, because there was at least one juror that wanted to convict on manslaughter, said, well, how serious could this case have been? Why was this case brought to begin with? Why did you talk about manslaughter for 5.5 weeks? And now, poof, it's gone, and now you want me to convict on a lesser charge? It's obvious that the jurors went home, and that holdout or holdouts, the ones that wanted to convict, thought the better of it and said, you know what? Oh, if they're not taking it seriously, we're going to acquit. That's at least the mind thing.
You know what's crazy? I don't think I've ever seen a case before where you switch up the instructions to the jury mid-deliberations and expect that's not going to have effect on what they're deciding right now. Because let me tell you something. If Daniel Penny was convicted today, they would have had an incredibly strong shot to get that conviction overturned on appeal. The judge, Friday, didn't even know if he had the legal authority to do that, to throw out the top charge and just say, I know I told you to be unanimous. I know I told you that. But put that to the side. Just consider now the next charge. I was railing on Friday that was ridiculous.
Matt, you spent many years prosecuting homicides at Orange County successfully. Have you ever seen anything like this, a switch like this midway through deliberations, number one? Or number two, having the juror deadlocked, meaning I think he might have done the more serious charge, but on the less serious charge, he's completely innocent?
This was amateur hour. Okay, so all the people that are upset out there, and I didn't see too many on that clip. I think that's exaggerated right now. I haven't talked to anybody in New York, in my experience, that was behind this prosecution at all. This never should have been filed in the first place. It is an elected district attorney. It is their job to take the heat. This is a perfect case for what's known as defense of another, and that was what was on video. That's what the other people in the subway car came in and testified to. You got a guy who's been arrested 43 times, including 3 assaults unprovoked against women on the subway, who's been in and out of mental health facilities, in and out of jail.
On the city's watch list of the 50 most severely mentally ill people in New York City, a city of more than 8 million people.
Who, from the view of Daniel Penny, is advancing on a woman and her young son saying, I will kill. Okay, it is Alvin Bragg's job to take the heat and to refuse that case because that's the just thing to do. And he didn't do it. And then they went with this, it's known as a lesser related offense. So count 1 was the manslaughter. Count 2 was this lesser related negligent homicide. They had so much confidence that it was either hanging for conviction or that somebody would hold out, and the worst thing that could happen was hanging on number 2, that the prosecution asked for that dismissal. The judge granted it. Jesse's 100% right. It would have been reversed on that alone. But the fact that they acquitted means one of the questions out there is, can Alvin Bragg retry or refile? He can't, even if he wants to. He's barred by double jeopardy. This was amateur hour by the prosecution, in my...
Because what they should have done is taken the loss and said, if we really believe he's guilty of manslaughter, go to a new trial. But it seemed like they were just trying to convict Daniel Penny whichever way they could.
But why? Because Matt raises a good question.
Yeah.
Why did he... All along, every single defense attorney, and I understand why, who's come on this show, Mark Garagos, I don't understand why they filed these charges in the first place. He only filed them after 10 days of protest from Black Lives Matter and other groups saying, what are you doing freeing this Daniel Penny? He needs to be charged with murder.
Someone died. Jordan Neely was a human being, and I think the strongest aspects for the prosecution's case were he was unarmed, he didn't touch anybody, you can't kill somebody over empty threats, and their medical examiner determined, yes, before the toxicology reports were observed, that the chokehold is what killed Jordan Neely. And I'll agree with Alvin Bragg. It was a tough case to decide. They didn't deliberate after 1 hour. It took them a long time. And we were divided, the nation was divided, the city was divided, so I'm not surprised they brought the charges, but I'm also not surprised by the verdict.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.